So you're tired of being tired, stiff, and just not full of energy at all. Well, good news is we're going to be doing a morning routine that you can do every single day to be able to start your day right. That way you're not feeling so tight and you're not feeling so restricted, and it's just going to go ahead and make the day a whole heck of a lot better for you, okay? So we're going to need a mat for the entire routine today. So if you don't have one, I do have a link in my description for an Amazon link. So feel free to go ahead and check that out, or you can get a yoga mat anywhere, really. Just something comfortable that you can set up on a mat with, okay? So what we're gonna do first is we're actually gonna go into cat-camel, or cat-cow. What we're gonna do is we're actually gonna set up a tabletop here, and then we're gonna focus on going through flexion and extension through T-spine. So we're actually gonna go ahead and we're gonna do a few repetitions of this. We're gonna do a total of 5 of them all together. So we're gonna go 1 into as much flexion, and then extension. So that's 1. And then that's 2. Should be feeling pretty darn good already when you're doing this. 3. 4. And 5. Awesome. So really good doing the cat-cow there. And again, it's just working on flexion and extension through T-spine. But before we go ahead and continue with the rest of the movements, I want you to keep one thing in the back of your mind, and that is that word of power today. And that word of power is, my energy is balanced, grounded, and calm. So keep that in the back of your mind while you're doing your morning routine, okay? So what we're gonna do next is we're actually gonna go ahead and go into the world's greatest stretch. We're gonna do 2 on each side, okay? Just to open up the hips and get some rotation through T-spine. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up a tabletop first. We're going to kind of step forward here. We're going to create a really good angle with this one leg here, making sure it's not shooting way too far over top of the toe. And then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure we extend this back leg, get a really good stretch through the hip here. We're going to use this arm. We're going to open up. As we're opening up, we're going to place this hand on the ground, and then we're going to rotate, getting as much rotation in as we can. And then we're going to rotate. Awesome. And then now we're going to go ahead and we're going to sit into the heel and stretch out those hamstrings. So that's 1 right there. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to go back into tabletop, and we're going to alternate between sides. Okay. So from here, we're going to set up again, creating that really good angle, making sure that the knee's not projecting too far over top of the toe. From here, we're going to use this elbow. We're going to drive the knee open, opening up the hips on this side as we've extended this back leg. And then from here, you're going to go ahead and place this hand down. And then we're going to rotate. And then we're going to rotate. Get as much rotation as you can. Now we're going to stretch out that hamstring. We're going to sit into the back and then stretch out the hamstring real good, okay? From here, we're going to go ahead. You're going to go back into tabletop. We'll hit the other side again, okay? Should be feeling pretty darn good already. After the first one, we should have opened up the hips a fair bit, so it should be feeling good this time around. You'll notice that you're more than likely going to have a little bit of extra range, especially with that rotation. Boom. Boom. And then sitting into the heel, stretch out that hamstring. Awesome. Should be feeling pretty darn good. My goodness. My energy is balanced, grounded, and calm. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do one more time on this side. Okay. So again, don't forget, use this elbow, drive this knee open so we can open up through the hip here. Again, extended this back leg, get a good stretch through here as well. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to rotate. We're going to rotate. Boom. And then now we're going to rotate. Boom. And then now we're going to sit into the back of the heel. Awesome. So really good, getting that really good stretch with the world's greatest stretch in, opening up the hips, stretching out the hamstrings. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to work on our ever so fun lats and everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to do something called banana. So we're going to lay on our back. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have our arms above our head. And then what I want you to do is I want you to think bringing your hands to one corner of the mat. And then you're going to bring your feet to the same side and then the corner as well. So we should be getting a good stretch just through this side of our body as we're doing the movement. And we're just going to go ahead and we're going to count to 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should be feeling pretty darn good already. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit the other side, okay? So heels together or feet together. Doing a nice lateral bend. Count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Should be feeling pretty good, getting a nice good stretch through our lats and then getting those lateral bends in. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to do some extensions through T-spine, but we're going to kind of do that in child's pose as well, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of sit here. We're going to have our arms extended out like this as far as we can. And what I'm going to get you to do is I'm going to get you from this position. I want you to think bringing your chest down to the ground like this. You should be getting a really, really good stretch through T-spine as we're doing this movement. As we're reaching forward as well, we should be feeling a really good stretch in our lats too, okay? So I'll get you to go ahead and we're just going to hold this for about 10 seconds. Awesome. Really good stretch through T-spine, just through top here. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to go back down to the hips, get those all loosened up. And then that way you can go ahead and start perusing around without feeling so tight and restricted, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to go into our 90-90 now. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to rotate between each side here, okay? So we're actually going to do 8 of these all together. So it's 4 on each side. And then we'll go ahead and that'll be the whole kit and caboodle. So we're going to have that chest kind of here. Boom, chest in the middle of the knee from here. We're going to go ahead and rotate. Boom, 1, and then 2. So just alternating between the sides, okay? 3, 4. Should be feeling pretty darn good as you're doing this movement. 5, 6, and then a couple more, okay? 7, and 8. So literally we've blasted the whole kit and caboodle, working on T-spine, lateral bends, opening up the hips, stretching out the hamstrings. So after you complete this whole routine, literally everything should be feeling right as rain. So again, keep that word of power in the back of your mind. My energy is balanced, grounded, and calm. And then make sure you do this morning routine. That way you start your day out right. And until next time, I'm Carlo Lalonde.